Now I'm only seeing 25. Is it because of their position? Alright, sweet. Got Pious Swayed. Fresh converts, conversion fever. Great. Rank, Jake. Oh, there we go. Ransom. 10 ducats for them. No can do. Oh man, I think you're shrinking down now that I've put you in charge there. But that's alright as long as you're out there with the duchy. Do we have an alliance? No. Could I negotiate an alliance? Also no. Wouldn't mind working on Greater Poland while we're at it, but when you can only scheme once, after having twice schemed, feels really rough only being able to scheme once. Wallachia feels nice and safe here though, but for the love of God, my beloved wife, do I seduce you or do I try the more romantic way? Odds look better on seducing, and I really, really want some more offspring off of you. Come on, I put us together with great traits. Robust, comely, more comely, and that's why we had our beautiful bare minimum, who's 5 already. It's a thing, when you have kids young and it's first in line for your heir, you get this horrible habit of just playing as old fogies who've already lived out their life. That's why I was really glad to play as Bourbon Falk when he was quite young. Alright, ooh, costs piety. That's tough, actually. I don't particularly want to spend 100 piety just to convert one guy who's being a pain, so let's think more carefully about it. It's still been discovered, but we were able to build up more there. Hold a feast. Oh, feasts give piety. Gotta do that. Hopefully we don't blurt out all the murders that we've committed. You can get 30% fertility right away with 1 intrigue perk. That I can. It's not that I'm looking to have lots of kids, but I do want more than just 1. Having a good evening with another Count Dragos. I assume not the same one. The existence of Severin always gets in my way here. Another opportunity to kill somebody with bad food. Wouldn't mind saving you, you irritable bugger. I have no good reason to kill you. Let's make ourselves look better. Someone I can imprison, but I have no good reason to have a fornicator on my side. Troubled uncle. A hook on Pious. I have a hook on Pious. I mean, what am I expected to do with it for now? I could modify his feudal contract, arrange a marriage, retract a vassal from him. Which of his vassals do I want? None of them, honestly. I want his title. But we're allied. Allied through my alliance with my queen. I want Transylvania from him, but I'll have to take that another time. Poor man has never been any good with... Oh, of course, he's shy. He's probably not having a good time right now. Just think, Jake, wouldn't you feel so much better no longer holding in your terrible secrets? Wouldn't it be a relief to tell the truth? Absolutely not. Can't really do anything with this. Even if I pumped up his contributions, it would be a whole lot of not much, because it's already reduced because I'm not his rightful liege. I will become his rightful liege, granted, but I don't see any use for changing any of these. More dosh is nice. I don't have golden alms, so I can't take his money from him. Oh well, I'll just make him like me a bit more. Your hook has been replaced with a favor hook. Alright, I don't get to stack them up, but I do get to build up more prestige, more opinion, and that includes opinion with you since you were there. Wrong one. You because you were there. Something unusual. Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small, but I should impress her with something. What are we thinking? Greedy. She is greedy. She'll surely want a nice rare book. Well, she's not very good at reading, is she? But surely greed means she'll want something like that. I am unsure as to the reason, but I take note of it. What did I do wrong? Oh god, tell me I'm not going to fail at this. No, it's still maximum chance. At least it didn't cost me anything. There's a lot of piety that I need. When can I go on a pilgrimage? 35. Let's try to remember that. It'd be nice to be able to go, you know, remind me when this is possible and have it ping up in the top. Way too many things get hidden here as well. Surely there are mods for that. I need to look into it. Now, I've been obsessing over this bugger. Wait, are you? Yeah, you're not the bugger. I'm thinking of somebody else who looks like you. Not to be racist, but is that really the guy that was causing me all that problem? The Tengri guy? No, maybe. In any case, there's a lack of evidence, and evidence can be planted. It's time for me to write a new truth about this dude. Ah, that's what I want. Renown. Definitely worth it. That's a lot of renown to get in one shot, especially when I don't build up that much. Still, Duke by marriage and Count by marriage and King, getting my line out there more and more. It's going to work wonders for me. Maybe I should be focusing a bit more on that. Poor Poland is falling apart after all. Most decisions have a tab below the button to give an alert. Really? Wow, how did he not see that all this time? Please tell me when I can do all of these things, because I will forget. I'll stick with stewardship till the day I die, says Andarius. Well, me, I'm going to become a kidnapper, and then I'm going to switch out for learning. I want to get that profit going. Learning is one of the strongest lifestyles in the game. You don't really need... Celebrations come to an end. A reading? Oh, what should I read for you? Let us be entertained. Gregarious likes that, but you're not gregarious. Pious? Well, you're not particularly pious now, are you? I think she'd like to hear something informative. Rapacious empath. I mean, what am I even meant to get from that? Take this boring book. Ah, dang. Okay, well this scheme is not going well for me. In fact, it's gone down quite a bit. Should have never done any of these readings. I might not be able to seduce her after all. Alright, let's get intriguing at least. Perhaps she'll enjoy my digging for dirt, which I haven't done any of, but I do want to be a kidnapper. I'd love to go for twice schemed, but I gotta get pious soon. Oh, still paused. For some reason I feel it hard to notice that we're paused. This doesn't seem to click for me. There we go. Liberty faction melts away, as well it should. Betrothed, betrothed. Alright. Another chance to go dining. Don't mind if I do. My stress does not exist, but let's keep it that way. Dragoman's at it again. Gold obligations are good early on when you struggle for money, but I prefer other approaches to building up my stock of dosh. Oh, I could make a friend with Dragos. And you know, friends are better at their job. You look like you'd be not too shabby at intrigue. Had interesting conversation is nice, but... There we go. Powerful vassal wants to be on my court? Well, now you can, Dragos. Now you can. Again, friends do their job better. And friends are a great way to keep stress at bay. Oh, I'm becoming quite the friendly guy. You're something special, Barb and Folk, says Dragos. I'm gonna get confused as to which Dragos. You're the one here that I was just talking about being a troublesome county. But I do what feels right, he gains opinion, I lose stress. Everybody seated close to me is feeling good. Loving all this. What would life be without Dragos? Huge boost to the health. Lovely. Losing stress that I don't have, sadly. Alright. As my benign wife smiles resolutely, I drop any pretense of restraint, tearing the shirt off of her, putting my hands around her waist, my mouth on her neck, my aching desire against her own. There we go. She becomes our lover. We bed her. Now let's finally have some bloody children. I should try romancing you while I'm at it. And you know what, let's just go with our gut. She won't resist my charms for long. Wait, friends do their jobs better, says Glocks? Yes, they do. Who's my friend here? Actually, there we go. What? Don't tell me spy masters don't get anything effective on it. Maybe spy masters don't, but the others certainly do. Just I'm not friendly with any of these other ones to check yet. Right, at long last I have converted a province. We've been working on this one here for ages. Now the question is where to go from here. Oh, this is excellent. Kiev was converted. I didn't even have to do anything. This one doesn't need to be worked on. So it's just a question of these now. You're a zealot. I'm quite confident if you're not already you will convert Maramos for me. So I think I'll get to work on these Christians. Still want to be able to convert you, but none of it costs piety to get that hook on you. Wrong one. 34 years? Let's work on those orthodoxies instead. I'm gonna have to hope that my own correct religion individuals over here can do it. I never should have landed this bloody Tengri. But I will see to it that you get converted. Excellent, my wife's pregnant. Bust out those robust, comely, and even genius people. Okay, I have once again failed to get a hook on this guy. I'm not the best schemer around, it seems. That piety's going nowhere fast, but it will grow. Should be another good 600 if we go back to Novgorod. More, in fact, even, because I'm already a pilgrim. Actually, does that help? He doesn't know, but at least I can be survived by bare minimum. Who I haven't really had any events for, despite being your guardian. Okay. I'm going to prove my worth to you. By what, fighting? I could gain... Oh man, remember this one. Unfortunate case of food poisoning will do the trick to keep Count Yorgu off of your back. Last time I did this, it was too powerful, and it killed him. This time, though... Perfectly, according to plan. Nobody noticed as I poured the poison. Spectacular follow-up there. Won't be forgotten anytime soon. He puked all over my wife's dress, and this is meant to be good? He becomes ill, and I become a kidnapper. Excellent. We're already working towards the next one, but I really want to get my learning going. So I think we're going to switch out. I need that extra piety. I'm going to have to go theology bonus, although I could live very long with medicine focus. I might switch to medicine for later on, but for now let's go theology. Food poisoning leads to kidnapping, that's how it goes. Now, since I switched out, I'm a little less likely to get that hook, but I'm working on it. Tourney day. I'm not going to spend an entire tourney stuck to a throne. I can cheer. Oh well, I do like prestige, but I'm not really using it now, am I? Well, rather have it, not need it. Bulgaria's getting attacked on all fronts. Sucks to be them. Talk to Confident is now available, but I don't need that right now, so if I dismiss that... Okay, there we go. I wanted to know when I had a lot of stress. Now I'm not so fussed. How, oh how, does one fracture the Byzantine Empire? I'd like to think the answer is sit back and watch, but they bounce between 7,000 and 11,000 military strength. I think I could fight them off, but it would be expensive and take a long time. Health focus doesn't worth it if you have to reform, says Reconscious. I'm not sure why they say that. I mean, yes, I need to reform, but I'm going to need to live long to see through it, because I also need to convert my realm once it's done, not have it just fall apart from under me. I want to be well liked and have all my subjects convert for me, or with me rather. To check, if I were to reform now, 16 out of 18 of my vassals would convert. Currently, the guy that I poisoned wouldn't be happy, but I have a hook on him, I could force him, and you just died. Hang on, if you died, did I inherit this yet? How, in God's name, did you have a child? You were 82? Well, at the time, I guess you were 70-something. Holy moly. I wanted Fecher. I want that title. I have a hook on you for some reason. Househead. Oh, you're Vlad. I still do want that, though. I thought you were having your heir reform, not yourself. I changed my mind. I think we can do it. We're building up quite a bit of piety. We could get more. My learning does suck, though. I'll give it that. And it's not like I can have my illiterate wife help me out much. What's the loss of one more child? What indeed? I could revoke your title. You only might accept. I could use a hook to almost certainly get it. If you decline, a few people will join up. But I sincerely doubt you would. Their opinion of me matters? What will it take to gift this child? Quite a lot of money, actually. But I really, really want Feher for myself. It's such a good province. Could just abduct. Hey, if I become your guardian, will you like me a bit more? Just kill the child, Jake. Just take it. What are you worried about? Well, I want to make sure that they don't say no and I end up with a little civil war here. So let's see if we get better relations from this for just a little bit. Ah, there we go. And it was all a trap, I'm afraid. I'm taking that from you because I want Feher. And then, just like that, this becomes the realm capital. Move realm capital here. Hold on, we just built up this one massively. Is this really the best thing to do? Well, massively, he says. Well, it gets changed with us anyway. Let's just move it over and not worry about it. And celebrate by... Crap, I can't build anything there because it's a castle. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. That lack of control is a pain, so let's deal with that as well. Okay, we got ourselves a daughter. On top of that, robust and pretty. Feels like the girls get all the best one, but it can still be used as breeding sows. So we're gonna have Adam Whitelaw be our beloved daughter. Grow up strong and wise. You will, of course, be marriage fodder, but that can be useful. At least take care of the little boy. Yeah, so... I'm not sure if that's a boy. Looks like a girl. Her. Okay, so what am I meant to do with you? It's not like I can give you titles or anything. You're unlanded. You're a child. Are you just wandering or something? No, you're just in Feher. Right. One thing is that I'm over my domain limit, so what am I gonna do? What am I gonna ditch? I could get rid of this piece of rubbish. And it is a piece of rubbish. Hey, you're pretty good at pretty much everything you do, right? And this is a tribal holding. What's this got? Trading outpost. But think of the stuff we have there. Well, nonetheless, here's your new title. Enjoy. Any intention of divine marriage, tenant? I do like it, but changing out tenants makes things get really expensive really fast. Okay, what's going on? By Rod, Queen Emilia is an insufferable doxy. Have you seen how she crosses her arms? Ridiculous. My courtier, Matfey, throws his head back with a wicked laugh. Emilia is still conversing with her friends, but I can tell she heard him. I hate to see her hurt. It's a good opportunity to win back some of my lost chance of winning this. But I don't have a good chance on either of these. I could get wounded as well and lose out. Oh, Emilia, he couldn't be more wrong. You know, we gotta draw the sword. You're defeated? Oh, God. However, I gotta hand it to my courtier. They're not courtier. Staff, chaplain here. Chaplain. Use your words, Jake. This is a physician. Well learned and definitely taking care of us. And lucky them, they got journaler. Next to athletic, it's the best thing you can get from being stressed out. Oh man, you've attempted murder? I could throw you in prison for that, you know. Attempted murder, strong hook. What would I do with a strong hook on you, though? I've just made you like me more. Not sure, but let's keep this secret. Could be useful down the line. Wish I could write all my secrets in a little book and hand it down to my next of kin. Right, someday we're gonna convert this bugger. Maybe we'll convert some of these Christianis, but they don't like to be converted. Don't know why it's so hard to convert them. They must have good tenants against that. Did I fail again at this? Ah, man, I've seldom been so bad at one bit of intrigue. One good trick I've learned on my own is to give a duchy or jarldom to your heirs so they can start building up prestige and piety. That's a good point. He doesn't really have anything of his own right now, and he currently stands to inherit everything. Because he's the only boy. Hopefully he won't be the only boy for long. I should also consider who he's going to marry. Again, I want to foster these good traits. He may have latent robustness. So I should try and find a spouse for you. Somewhere out there, there's going to be someone with wonderful inheritable traits. Preferably lots of traits. The more the merrier. Aha, we could keep it within the family again by marrying you into Maria Vlad, who has quick and hail. But didn't we have one that had many of them? Like the royal flush or something? No, I think I married her off already. Amazonian. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a bit of incest. Hale, quick and handsome. Might be inbred. You want only one boy? I don't mind having multiple boys. I have my succession secured even with Confederate partition. They're a bit younger, should be able to make a lot of babies. The girl, however, doesn't have the extra fertility, and it's a woman's fertility that tends to go down really quick. You know what, I think I'll hold off. She's not going anywhere. We might be able to find someone out there with even better traits. I'd love to get genius on the go. Spouse is up to the task. That's my queen for you. I mean, why? This helps other people. I want to be helped. Ah, excellent. Lay with her. She's not pregnant. We can change that. Liberty faction, not gonna happen. Hook failed again. Just want him to see the light. Tengri is not the way forward. Poetic license. We write about her. Let's see, she's 25. She is comely, so we could say features assertive presence. Compassionate, greedy, ambitious. Poetry's not my strong suit. Now let's go for it. Let's try to charm the lady. Succession law is Confederate partition. She does not respond. What? Oh, jeez. Not having any of that friendly for some reason is a -6. How about my tyranny? It's going away nice and fast. I don't know. Tengri's been working pretty well. There we go. Got our wife pregnant. At least let's get some more babies on the go. Build up that renown. Soon we'll have 1,000, and soon we'll be able to get a legacy thingamajigger. Ignoring this for a moment. I haven't considered which to go for. I always go for blood, so I want to change that out. But where would we go? Go down the glory path. Could go down the kin path. Education traits. Knight effectiveness, popular opinion, dread gain. Just blood to me seems the most exciting out of all of these by a long way. Control growth. I don't tend to have a big problem with control as it is. Vibrant court, monthly piety, monthly learning lifestyle. These get so expensive it's hard to even think about them down the line. I think in my longest run I only got 2 of these. But damn does blood appeal to me. The last perk in kin is amazing. No prowess lost from age, increased skills with age. That does sound good. You know what, let's go with kin. I did not come here to wrestle a burglar. She could become wounded. No, I don't want my pregnant wife wounded. We must save her. Oh god, though. What are you doing here, she asks. I raise my dagger. Do not come any closer, leave at once, or I will hurt her. Why? Why is she not happy with me dealing with someone that broke in there? Man, I am not having a good time with my wife. Took 2 tries to become her lover, and now we've been rebuffed from our romancing. She has good prowess. Not as good as mine, barely, but that's only because she's pregnant. Yeah, well, go figure. Righto, what am I thinking? Convert to local culture over my dead body. Oh, maybe it's not over. She could become my soulmate if she feels the same way. Or I gain intrigue. Why is this? My beauty is playing absent-mindedly with my hair. She tells me about rumors at court. Her point of view is intriguing. It's her passion for the subject which I admire the most. The deeper she delves, the more animated she becomes, and those beautiful eyes of her are positively glowing. I could listen forever. Oh, right, she would learn... no, I would learn intrigue. Why? I don't have intrigue. Well, whatever. Let's try to become her soulmate. It catches her off guard. I can feel her heart pounding. Is it true? I have felt the same way for such a long time. You pushed me away. God's sake. This fickle woman. Fickle bloody woman. But we became soulmates, so hopefully we'll pound out all sorts of children. And build up that renown. Every living member helps. Pretty good on getting a second chance there. That was most fortunate. How are things looking over in this weird place? Wait, that might not be the one that I got. Oh god, there's not much left of you! The House Vlad has a duchy in name only, essentially. Arbitrary is good, right? Yeah, well, we got in there. She basically denied you the prestige from a romance. That's fine, my prestige is not an issue right now. Although it wouldn't hurt to build up more men-at-arms. Don't know what I'd build at this point, frankly. Now, what I need is to get that next... I am tempted to make this Vlad, actually. Just so I don't keep being told that I should convert to that culture. Who does that for me anyway? You promote culture, and if you were to do that, you do it in 3 years? Ooh, that's pretty good. That is really good. You know what, get that done. You're getting in my way here. Ah, how much do I have to cast you away? Get that done. Now... Oh, Emilia, you've been so brave, so strong, words cannot describe my love for you, and now we have a perfect little son. Oh, he's handsome as well, but we're just not getting those other traits. Where's that robustness? Oh, well, I will tell you, comely evolving to handsome is pretty damn good. Excellent. Jake, you should max out your infantry numbers so you're only 200 out. You're only 200 or 300. I mean, I could, but they would actively cost me prestige, and I'm not using them right now, so I don't see the need to bring them up. Right, anyway, Haramir is joining us here. Grow up wise, grow up strong. I shall toss aside you, like yesterday's garbage. And then I shall look over my other son. Not my daughter, but my son. Although the daughter has great traits. I shall be educating you, ensuring that you grow up good and proper. Hold on, you got rowdy and I never got any event about that. At least if I did, I didn't notice it. Why am I not getting events for my kids? Who knows? Right, you again. No, God, I keep thinking you're Tengri, man. Must be the way you look. But you're Vlach. Well, fair enough. I'll join in. I'm an eager beaver when it comes to these revelries. Are you their guardian? I am most assuredly the guardian of bare minimum, but somehow he's getting events without my... No, he's not. Rowdy is the childhood one, and I got an event about that. I just haven't got the ones that follow up. My mistake entirely. Might as well just take the free opinion. I need good opinion with all my vassals coming up to the big reformation. Oh, it's you again already. I could get stressed or I could get stressed. I do like prestige. Alright, well I'm sure I'll burn off that stress just from the event itself, so it's okay. He's discovered that I am attempting to gain leverage over him in a dishonest way. I must do what I can to salvage my reputation. Oof. I took like 4 stabs at it and ultimately failed to convert this guy. For the love of God, could I just throw him in prison? Well, that actually would work. but it would be tyrannical. Screw it. You've done all this to me. I'm just throwing you in prison. Enough of that. Life reaffirmed. I think that's a good boost to health there. Excellent. I think the love of God might be the issue here. Right, well, away you go. Tengri has done you well for a while, but now you're only allowed out if you convert your family as well. Not going to banish you. That wouldn't make any sense, and I wouldn't get your money. Wouldn't mind a weak hook on you as well. Don't know what I'll do with it, but just to remind you who's in charge here. Oh, that is one vassal that is not going to convert with me, I'm quite certain. But at least him and his family... Wait, what? Oh, jeez, it did not convert his family. Only converts if you ask nicely. I should have just used the hook. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good at all. Guess I'm gonna have to throw your heir into prison as well. Not gonna imprison him right now, but we'll get to it. Nor can I try to get a hook on you. I could abduct you, though. Could certainly abduct him. Right, well, now that we're finally done with all those things... Oh, and I have an empty position here. Who's the best steward around? Yeah, the guy that I just threw into prison of all places. Could I not find myself a better steward out there? I'm sick of having crummy ones. Find character, all relations, inside my diplomatic range, all genders, I guess. Sort by... Oh, well, I'd probably want them to be my religion. Nah, let's try... Jeez, it's hard to find anybody who's half decent at stewardship out there. Younger the better, so they might actually last a while. Mirashaw is not too shabby, but I mean, come on, there's nothing here that's even that great. Probably because I am looking for only my religion. Let's look for everybody. Like Shalim here. Or you, somebody with a bit of years left on them. I could invite you to court. Or I could really invite you to court. Nah, nothing out there really makes me want to put any effort into grabbing them. Let's just go with my vassal that never really liked me. Get going with that culture conversion. But since we are freed up, I think it's high time that we go and visit the Bank of Byzantium. The Bank of Byzantium. God, that's a rough one. Just fabricate a hook on him. It takes forever though. How does it take so long? His scheme resistance is surprisingly good. Well, hopefully he lives long enough for me to do that, but I'm gonna try it. I don't suppose Bulgaria has a similar patriarch. Nah, nowhere near. 4 years though, that's... Is it because he's fickle? Is it just that fabricating hooks is taking that long? Scheme resistance, intrigue, rank... Okay, the direct... Oh... No, their spy master's pretty good. And I immediately got caught! Well, that's not going to work very well, but I shall try. There are other ways to do this. Much as I'd like that hook, I'm going to abandon this. Ah, but if I want to befriend somebody, I need the diplomacy ability to befriend. And I'm still nowhere near any of this. At this rate, I'd be firing the Spy Master in your court. He's not that great, but he's not awful. And he does like me, and he's my friend, but jings, that was grim. Well, I'll give it a go. Although that's going to tie up my espionage for some time. I might get lucky though. It's just every chance that it grows each month. But it's that scheme resistance, fickle, disrupting schemes. Not to mention the difference in rank. And your half-decent intrigue. Your heir is a lot less intriguing, so that'd be cool. Oh, man. Hook on Gunnar expired. I didn't think how to use it. Shame on me. Wife is pregnant. Shame on me. Come on, a son with loads of traits. Or just any offspring with loads of traits. I can still get mixing and mashing. Let's see. That pilgrimage is in 35. It's only 5 years away. Barb and Falk is in good health, so we'll be okay. Well, I hope we're okay for a long time. Not asking for the world here, just gotta build up that piety so that I can reform the religion. Well, I could call that hunt, but I will leave it for now, I think. It would burn stress that I don't need to burn. Yeah, what the hell, let's sound the horn. It's always nice to get those events going. Especially if we could become illustrious at this rate. Peasants denied. Ah, piety! Just what I need. A generous donation will keep these foragers away. Picking roots and mushrooms. And over in Crasso. Where in the world is Crasso? Ah, here we are. Well, that helps build it up a bit, even if development's not all that much for tribals. To heed the call of the wild is usually an adventure, and this outing truly delivered both the good and the bad in overabundance. Just, oh well, not a whole lot for us, but ever closer to illustrious. Right. It's been a very peaceful reign for poor Barb and Falk here. That's probably not been the most captivating, but somewhat necessary. I'm glad we can get... Assuming he gets to profit, I'm glad that we have the conversion done through him and not through others. Because waiting even longer on that would be a right pain. Now... No, well, it is progressing. It's progressed by 2 chunks already on this. Despite being caught. I can't believe it got caught so quickly. How big is the Vlad family nowadays? We have 36 living members. Vlad is here, and wait, oh yeah, Vlad is over there, of course. And Vlad, if they survive this high chieftain, oh my, okay, right, I thought that was infertile, but it's not. Right, let's get faithful, which is a bit crummy in itself, but gets us down to profit, which we need. We absolutely need. Spouse aids me in learning. Excellent. My crummy learning is probably not helping out things too much. Yeah, I would trade 1 level of comely for a level in hail. That health boost is nice. Attraction is nice. Prowess. Not particularly useful because I don't want to send my kids in to die. Regardless, we're going to have Elghorn grow up as a 3rd son. There's going to be a lot of dishing out of land, but I don't see that as a problem. We'll get back what we need. What is going on here? You're fighting... Oh god. The brothers are fighting. It's Zess versus... all this fighting going on in my realm, but I don't think I can order them to stop. End Dynasty Wars. Demand that Duke Pius immediately ends all offensive wars. But it would reduce our splendor, and I do not believe in spending splendor. Just let them duke it out. Ah, right. We're going for kin. Let's get that fertility boost and go with our boisterous loins. Are you trying to found a new religion? No, I'm trying to reform this religion, because being an unreformed Slavic faith is painful. Very painful. I cannot become feudal at all if I remain unreformed. Can't even get any innovations beyond tribal if we're unreformed. Or is that locked to tribal government? In any case, they're fairly hand in hand. It's just the county of Campuling. It's not a huge fight here. It's not even one I care that much about. You've inherited Crasso from Chieftain Thingathinger. Right, well, I don't have space for this. It's not going to do me any good, so I should grant it to somebody. Could potentially just give it to my son, couldn't I? Could you be given that? Yeah, and then you can start building up your own everything. So, enjoy. It has a special building. Oh, I missed that. What did it have? Had longhouses. That prestige is nice, but don't we already have longhouses in other places? Yeah, there we go. It's not a special building. Just a building. Ooh, an albino. I like the albinos. It's probably pretty bad. General opinion's a big hit. But I think they look cool, and I like that natural dread. Salt in the wound, finally. We're going to make bare minimum grow up to what we want him to be. Callous, I think, is pretty good. Tyranny gain, dread decay, dread gain, intrigue. And he is... oh, he's doing martial education. Crumbs. I missed that. I actually wanted him on intrigue education. But that's going to restart his education. Whatever, I'm going to change it. Just because I don't see the value in martial. Somebody out there might know the value of martial, but I just don't see it. Cass's belly cost. You know, all of this seems to be fighting better. Well, I can fight fine as it is. And what's all this? Natural dread and control growth. I could see that being compelling. Otherwise, yeah, none of this seems too interesting to me. Fight better, fight cheaper. Absolute control, I've seen that. That is rather nice. And then what would we have? Prowess, commander, romance, scheme power, elope, scheme power. Didn't know that was there. Knight effectiveness is huge if you have a lot of knights, for sure. Marriage acceptance for yourself. Spouse opinion, number of knights +4 is a lot. Peace acceptance +10. I've had that before. And gallant is good, but it doesn't change up the game to me. It just makes you fight better, and whoop-de-doo to that. So yeah, you will be intrigue focused. In any case, callous is pretty good for intrigue. Compassionate is not a virtue, so good job being callous. The value of martial is that when your king dies and you start playing as a martial character, you can send them to battle to die faster. Not sure that's what I'm looking for here. How's the succession looking right now, by the way? Next in line obviously gets the kingdom. And 2 crummy chiefdoms. Oh, that's pretty rough. Maybe I should have given him some duchies when he was the only kid. Ah, well, it's alright. I'll figure it out. You got a lot of unpressed claims there, none of which are terribly interesting to me. You'd want martial if you were raiding. Yeah, and I could raid, but I don't particularly enjoy raiding, so we're giving that a miss. Then again, if I went raiding and, say, captured you, then it would look pretty good. Well, what the hell, let's give it the old college try. Haven't been raiding in forever, wouldn't mind... Where are we? This is you. Let's go and enjoy a bit of a raid. Did I set us up as raid? I almost forgot. There we go. At least then we'll be able to pick up some people of decent rank, potentially. Oh, we're in a wrong religion. A very wrong religion. Ah, fire and blood once again. For 100 piety, that I'm gonna need. This will be attrition filled, but that's okay. Although I'd like some prisoners. As long as we go around this wrong religion stuff, we're okay. So I might have to work my way down here. Captured the daughter. Well, that might be a worthy sacrifice. Oh, a lot of dread to be had there. Perfect for topping up. However, I bet you're worth some good money. Ta! But they would pay 125. Regardless, though, I think you're going to have to die. 125 buckets, though. Nah, they're losing money. Just burn them at the stake. Uh-oh. I am bordering the Byzantine Empire now. That does, I believe, mean I could swear fealty. Wait, not a neighbouring liege. But you're right there. Byzantine Enclave, I can see it. If I can see it, that means it's real. I think we'll do this and then give the Byzantine Empire some wide berth, because they would assemble their enormous armies and come and kick my teeth in. Not up for that. More fire, more blood, more piety. Right, was not aware that fire and blood was such a piety milk. Or milker. Once we hit 935, we should be able to go on to our pilgrimage, and then we'll have all the piety we need, but we won't have the lifestyle focus that we need. We really need profit, or else we'll never be able to afford it. I think we can't cross that river, so it doesn't count. I'm quite certain... Oh, well, maybe you're right. Maybe you are completely right. Could you try and raid to kidnap the neighbouring rulers and force convert? You cannot force convert people that are landed. Unless they're your own subjects. Okay, right, we've got increased control here. Excellent, get back to your other jobs. Man, I should have built up Feher more before I moved over there, but you better believe I forgot all about it. And yes, we'll get battles from raiding. I'm thinking of going down and killing these guys when we're back in our own lands. Might even ditch my my levies as well. They're drinking up too much. Oh no, I got caught. I got caught badly. He's gonna hate me for that for quite some time. I still want his money though. What I want to do is invite him to my court, but reluctance, being on council, that's a lot of downsides. I have something of a plan for that though. What's up with you? You worth anything to anyone? Nope, then you look like execution fodder to me. There's been a complete lack of witches so far this game, I agree. I don't know how I'm meant to get the witching going. It's proving a little difficult. But we haven't done what we need to do to make it possible yet. Oh, I don't have a lot of them. I want a bit more. Bring them together, just split off some of the larger parts of the levies. Let's go and slaughter, and then take over some more Bulgarian land. Spooky book events, yeah, pretty much, exactly that. The spooky book events. We had one shot at a witch earlier on, and they disappeared into the ether. Okay, well, not a lot to say about that fight. 5 whole piety for us. And this is already raided to hell and back. That's unfortunate. We got ourselves our Vlachs over in our new capital. I'm thinking I'll just go and kill these people for the hell of it. Or so I would if I could reach them. What was that? Was his name Bovril? I don't want to step into busy lands. They won't like that, I think. You're going for the Coven decision, Jake, or just having a lot of witches and it being legal? I'm not aware of any Coven decision. If there is, I'd go for it. Like, I'm not familiar with the witching in the game. I've turned it down in all the other campaigns that I've done, and in this one, the one chance we had, we let the witch go. I didn't intend to. I intended to recruit her, but she just disappeared into the aether. Okay, great. We have some Vlad children being made over there. There's a decision, but 60% of your family have to be witches. When you say family, I hope you mean, like, direct family. Okay, bare minimum's got some inspired moderation. Temperate. No, just is a virtue. I would like you to be just. Hurt your intrigue, which is a little dangerous. That's a good health boost on it, but yeah. Proper execution of the law. The clue is in the name, you see. Execution. Keeping that wife of ours bouncing between with child and giving birth. Maybe a house, but definitely not dynasty. It's a lot of witching. Come on, more fire and blood. I've got religion to reform here. I don't think the fire and blood event was as common as it's been for me so far. Maybe it's because I haven't been doing it as a commander myself enough. You only get it from the county capital. I believe that is the county capital, but I guess it's not a given. Please, they're dear to me. You mean this club foot is dear to you? You are paying the going rate, but I must decline. Didn't Jake get a lot of witching events in the Alba campaign? I did. Maybe the learning focus does help. I have learning focus now. We'll see where it takes us. I like this river for the smooth border. It's a shame when I take Dobrosia. Well, it's going to be a shame when I take Dobrosia. Oh, we're ever closer. Convert faith in country, progress speed. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to offset these Christianis, but it should help with getting rid of... Hang on, wasn't I working on these? I was, good. Get rid of those Orthodox at least. Bloomin' Christianis. Oh, that's a fight I want. Ah, but now I'm busy. No, I'm not too busy. Alright, I'll bring it on. Any fight's a good fight. Especially against Orthodox scum. Of course, we're the commander in charge. There's a risk of us getting hurt or even maimed here, but in these kind of landslide fights... My baby, yes! Twins! Oh dear, a bleeder. And that's congenital. But look at that, robust and comely. On the son, the daughter's the useless one. Oh man. 2 in 1 shot. I gotta hand it to Queen Amelia. She's a very accommodating lady. Alright, we're gonna have the lassie be Wild Goose. And the boy is going to be the Grand Jester. Grow up strong and wise, the two of you. This is excellent news. Jake, if you get the option to commune with the divine, it gives you a lot of options for witching. I don't know what that is. It sounds like it might be useful. Alright, take them down. Am I actually going to fight them there? They'll be out in 5 days. I'll be there in 10. No, not worth it for me then. Let's just get back. That's enough fire and blood for one day. When I go on my pilgrimage, I should be good to go, and I won't be able to do anything until I get that lifestyle perk anyway.